morning dear students of class 8. Welcome to online class from LPM Public School, Gola Bazaar, Gorakhpur. Student, I am science teacher DPS sir, and today, as you know, your chapter that is you can say metals and non-metals is under process. And in my previous video, I have explained about the reactions of metal with acid, and today my topic will be reactions of non-metal with acid. So student, let us study about the reactions of non-metal with acid. When any non-metals react with acid, it forms metallic oxide. When a non-metal do not, first of all, let it be clear that non-metals do not react with dilute acid, means non-metal doesn't react with weak acid, it reacts with a strong acid, that is concentric acid. So just for example, when a sulfur reacts with a hot concentric nitric acid, when a sulfur is a non-metal student, when a sulfur non-metal reacts with a strong acid, that is hydrochloric acid, concentric hydrochloric acid, or you can say suppose that not hydrochloric, let it be nitric acid, concentric nitric acid. When a sulfur reacts with concentric nitric acid to form, it produces sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and water. Okay, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and water. So suppose sulfur plus nitric acid, it forms sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and water. So when a non-metal reacts with concentric nitric acid, means a type of acid, it forms sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and water. So these are the reactants, and these are the products, reactants and products. So student, just my topic was reaction of non-metal with acid. When a non-metal react, first of all, non-metals react with not with the dilute acid, reacts with the concentric acid. Concentric acid is strong acid. With example, I have given you just shown that when react with concentric nitric acid to produce sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and water. So student, next the topic is reactions of metal with base. So this topic is clear. Non-metal doesn't react with dilute, means weak acid, it only reacts with a strong acid. Within that example I have given you, the sulfur is a non-metal. When it reacts with concentric nitric acid, it converts to sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and water has been formed. These are the reactions when a non-metal comes in contact with a strong acid. Now student, what is the reaction with a metal with base? Is there any reactions happens with the metal, between the metals and base or not? So student, the topic reactions of metal with base. Some metal react with base, some metals reacts with base to form salt and hydrogen gas. It is telling student there are some metals which react with base to form salt and hydrogen gas. That is, when metal react with base, it forms salt and hydrogen gas get evolved. So thus only some metals such as aluminum, zinc, lead react with strong bases. Only few metals, not all the metals. Metals like aluminum, zinc, lead, these are the metals that when reacts with a strong base, not a weak base, strong base such as sodium hydroxide. When these react with a strong base, that is sodium hydroxide. Okay, sodium hydroxide. It releases hydrogen gas. So student, not all the metal get react with the bases. Few metals get react with a strong base, not with weak base, with a strong base, just like aluminum, zinc and lead. When they react with a strong base naming sodium hydroxide, hydrogen gas is released in every cases. While in every reaction, hydrogen gas is released in every case. So student, you must keep in mind, again I am repeating, that few metals reacts with base. What type of base? Strong base. Not all the metals get react with the weak base. Only few metals get react with strong base, just like aluminum, zinc, lead are the metals that react with this type of strong base. Just example, sodium hydroxide. And after reactions, a type of gas is released. यानी आप ये बात आप माइंड बैठा लीजिए कि जब भी कुछ मेटल्स ताकतवर बेस से रिएक्ट होता है तो हाइड्रोजन गैस जरूर रिलीज होता है. Whenever such metals get react with strong base, hydrogen gas is always released, student. Now my next topic is displacement reactions. What is displace? Displace means to remove the, when two compounds get mixed with each other. Suppose that a compound is formed of two elements and other compound is also contain two elements. From these pair of elements, the powerful element breaks the weak element and tie up with them, collaborate with them and remove the weak ones. Okay student, so this is called the displace. Means in the reactivity series, those elements which I have already mentioned in the previous video, in the reactivity series, there are few metals which all the metals are not highly reactive. Few metals are highly reactive, then few are lower than it. Means there is a reactivity series in your book in this chapter in which you will get few metals or few elements which are highly reactive. Those highly reactive metals break the low reactive metals and remove it, displace it. So this is called the displacement reactions. Let's explain it further. So student, displacement reaction. What is displacement reactions? We have seen in the above sections that metal react with water with acid and with acid. Metal react with water and also with acid. We have used these reactions to get order of reactivity series. Now suppose that when a metal A plus salt solution of B react together, salt solution of A and metal B, that means here you see in the reactant and in the product, what you see, this metal A has broken the salt of B and this metal has reacted with B and this salt solution and A has removed out. You see metal B and salt solution of A has displaced. This is displaced. Here you can see A metal is there and salt B is there. But after reactions, metal has become B and A has formed the salt solution and is displaced, removed away. So student, you can see here more reactive metals that I have already told you, more reactive metals can displace the less reactive metals from its compound in the solution. Just now I have told you in the reactivity series there are few metals which are highly reactive and few which are low reactive. The highly reactive ones removes the low reactive ones away. So this is called the displacement reactions. Just for example, with an example I am going to explain you. Copper sulfate and zinc. So in case of there are two metals, copper and zinc. Okay, so copper is, you can see zinc is more reactive than copper. Zinc is more reactive than copper. So zinc break this and get tie up with sulfate and form zinc sulfate, and it displaces the copper because copper is the low reactive metals, less powerful than zinc. So zinc was more powerful, so it breaks the copper and sulfate, separate the copper and sulfate and get tie up, get mixed with sulfate to form zinc sulfate and removes away the copper. That is called displace the copper. So the strong metals removes the weak metals. This is called the displacement reaction. Okay student, one more example I am going to say. Copper sulfate, CuSO4, copper sulfate plus ferrous. Ferrous is strong metal than compared to copper, so it will displace copper and itself get attached with the sulfate and form ferrous sulfate, and it will displace the copper. So this is called the displacement reaction. It means the powerful metal removes the weak metals aside. This is called the displacement reaction. Okay, student. So next come the uses of metals. Next come the uses of metals. What is the uses of metals? Metals are being a good conductor. As you know, student, metals are good conductor of heat. So metals are used in making utensils, cooking utensils. Gold, silver, platinum are also metals which are very lustrous. That's why they are used in making jewelry. Iron, copper, aluminium are also metals. They are used in cooking utensils and fittings. Copper and aluminium are used to make the wire because it is a good conductor of electricity. That is, copper and aluminium are used in the wire appliances, electrical appliances. Mercury is also a metal, but it is in liquid state, and due to this property, it is very well used in thermometer, because as it gets heated, it expands and shows the temperature of the body. Iron is a different forms of use in the construction. Iron is used in many ways, many places, in vehicles, in automobile industries, as well as in making the buildings, houses, bridges, railway tracks, railway engines. These are all made up of iron. Aluminium and zinc are used in coating the iron to prevent it from rusting. By the use of iron and aluminium and zinc, its coating, galvanizing on the copper metal to keep it safe from what? From getting rust. So student, these are the uses of metals. Now, uses of non-metals. Non-metals like oxygen, they are used for all the living creatures on this earth surface. Chlorine is used in disinfectant. Chlorine is also a non-metal which is used as a disinfectant, put in the water to kill the germs present in it. Phosphorus is also a non-metal. It is used in manufacturing of phosphoric acid and superphosphate fertilizers also. Iodine is used in making the purple colored solution that is called the antiseptic, that is a tincture that is used, applied on the wound. Okay, iodine solution is made, okay, to be used on the wounds. Sulfur is also a non-metal. It is used in making the sulfuric acid and used in making the plastic, dyes, drugs, also explosive and fertilizers also. Phosphorus is also a non-metal. It is used in preparation of fireworks. Powder graphite is also a non-metal, and it uses a dry lubricant in making the big machinery work smoothly. It is used as the lubricant. So these are all the uses of non-metals and the uses of metals, which just now I have explained you. And student, this was the last topic of this chapter which I have completed today, and next day I will explain its exercise assessment. Hope so student, I have tried my best, and you must try to listen carefully the video so that you can understand it. Thank you student, have a nice day.